So we're here with Sahib on his one, two,
Lost
three.
count at this point. Lost count.
All right. I think it's your 445th payout with us.
Yeah.
You've been trading with us since for how long?
So it was when you guys were Ascendex, I believe. Yeah.
Okay.
So initially when you guys were Ascendex, and then I think I started properly when migration kicked in and you guys became Quant Tekel.
So
Properly,
that would have been about August time.
Literally, yeah.
Last year. So prior to that, were you what was going on for you in your trading experience then?
Yeah, so you know how it is, you're testing different firms and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
You're just testing out different firms, seeing which ones have the best market conditions. Yeah.
And what is it that you look for in a trader when assessing which prop firm to go for?
Wait, can you repeat that question?
Yeah, sure. What is it that you look for from a firm as a trader in order to say, do you know what, I'll give those guys a try? What are the green flags? What are the red flags?
I think transparency is a very key thing when it comes to prop firms.
Okay.
Yeah, transparency. Also, market conditions. You know, there's a lot of firms that have that spreads are a bit of a joke, if I'm going to be completely honest. So, yeah, you wanna try and limit having a bad psychology to the best of your ability.
Yeah.
And I think part of that is trading in good conditions. If you're trading in bad conditions, you're setting yourself up for failure ultimately.
And what sort of strategy do you use when you're attacking the markets? And how's that changed compared to when we were Ascendex and you were just starting? So how's that developed?
Yeah, so it's a funny question, that because, you know, I think I think a big part of why a lot of traders are not successful is because they're bouncing from strategy to strategy. With me, I kept the same strategy. I think I started out with SMC and I just continued with it. I never changed my strategy. It was just backtesting a lot and obviously trying to refine my strategy as much as possible. And yeah, so my strategy hasn't really changed.
We talked a little bit in the car on the way here about the psychology of earning money, psychology of being a trader, and how that ties in to being profitable.
Yeah.
Has your personal psychology as a trader remained the same during your time? Or if not, how has it changed and developed?
Yeah, absolutely not. So when you're starting out trading, listen, you don't know what you're doing initially. So, you know, your psychology is a bit all over the place. You know, you don't know if you're going to win a trade, if you're going to lose a trade. But obviously, the better you get at trading, the more you've refined your strategy and you ultimately understand what it is that you're doing.
Yeah.
Your psychology tends to be a lot better because there's this whole thing where people say, I think, trading is 80% psychology and 20% technicals. I think that's nothing but lies, because if your technicals are good, then your psychology ultimately will come hand in hand with your trading ability. Because if your trading ability is good, then you don't have to sit there and be worried about if a trade is going to go right or go wrong, because you understand that losses are, you know, part of the process.
Yeah. No, it makes a lot of sense, because there's the saying that talent. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. You can have the greatest mindset in the world, but if you're doing the wrong thing to make money in trading, you're going to fall down pretty quickly.
100%, yeah.
Have there been any pitfalls or any times during your journey where you thought, do you know what, this might not be for me, I don't know if I should continue?
Yeah, absolutely not. The second I started trading, for me, there was nothing like it, especially with the way prop firms are now. And obviously, I don't want to say get rich quick, but, you know, prop firms provide you with the ability to make money very fast, especially if you know what you're doing. If you spend a decent amount of time refining your strategy and then the rest just, you know, having some sort of a physical application towards actually, you know, trying to pass these prop firms and whatnot and securing a payout, you can get money pretty quickly, if I'm going to be honest.
What's your journey been like with Ascendex and QT? Because you're coming up to a year with us now.
So if I'm going to be totally honest, when it was Ascendex, I think I was trading Ascendex when it came to its final moments. So, you know, the rollover between Ascendex and Quant Tekel was the migration period was a bit rough, if I'm going to be honest.
That was painful.
It was very painful. And you can analyze it from 2 points of views. As a trader, you know, I was a bit emotional because it was like, why do I have to wait so long for an account? Obviously, I had a funded account and I received an email saying that I wasn't going to get my account up until November. And this was August times.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, you're so eager to want to trade and make money because, you know, you passed your account rightfully, so you want to make money. But looking back at it now from an unbiased kind of perspective, it's like you have to understand it from the prop firm's point of view that probably hundreds of thousands of clients. There's nothing much you can do about trying to get everyone's accounts back to them as soon as possible and whatnot. So yeah, I mean, it was a bit rough during the migration period, but now, you know, it's an unmatched experience. You know, customer service is amazing. You know, there's can I say Discord moderators?
Yeah, of course you can.
Yeah, Discord moderators that are 24/7, always answering questions, and yeah, it's an unmatched experience to say the least.
And from your point of view as a trader,
yep,
what could we do to improve your experience further?
Okay.
As a trader within our environment of what we do currently?
As of now, believe it or not, I don't think I can name anything from the top of my head. You know, follow rules, get paid out. That's the general basis of you know, prop firms. Follow the rules, get paid.
I think on that note, sorry to cut over you.
Yeah.
I better pay you because that's the reason why you come here. So can you send me your crypto wallet, please? And let's get that sorted.
Okay, no problem.
All right. I've just sent it to you. So that, if you can see that, is $7,670 something dollars. I can't remember the last digit. See that there?
Yeah. It's come through, yeah.
Yeah, sweet. That might be a bit blurry, so we'll probably take a screenshot for everyone sitting at home. Congratulations. How do you feel?
Thank you very much. Don't know how I feel.
Just another day in the office.
Just another day in the office, yeah. Literally, man.
That's a good mindset to have.
Yeah.
Do you remember anything about the specifics from that trading cycle that made you that money?
What do you mean in terms of the trade that I took?
Yeah.
Yeah, so pretty sure it was gold. I can't lie, the context of the trade, I'm going to have to go on Trader View. Look, if you want a detailed answer, I'm definitely going to have to go on Trader View and give you that.
Can you give me a little breakdown of the trading strategy that you used to make this money? Was it off one trade or off multiple trades?
It was off one trade, yeah.
Okay.
Most of it was off one trade.
Can we see it?
Yeah, no problem. So if we go on the 1 hour time frame just to analyze what external market structure is doing, you can see that it's very bearish. Price creating lower lows and lower highs. So, you know, rightfully so. Now we just scale down onto the lower time frames. I went on the 5 minute. On the 5 minute, you can see London session kicks in, and we had the unintentional move to the upside, sweeping this trendline liquidity. And then shortly after that, we had a change of character, pullback, breaker structure. We had a build-up of inducement, build-up of liquidity right below the order block. And obviously, the way I approach liquidity, it's basically fuel for the market. So, you know, the more fuel there is to take, the more efficiently the market will move. So I set limits on top of this order block right here.
Yeah.
And then price came, took out those traders.
Straight down.
And yeah, straight down.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And how much did you earn off that specific trade?
A measly $10,000.
Over what time frame was that money made? So if you're looking at that on the 5 minute, was that half an hour?
As in like how long I was in the trade?
Yeah.
So I was in this trade for about, give or take, let me just do the calculation. I was in this trade for about an hour, give or take.
Beautiful. Yeah. 10,000 in an hour.
Yeah, crazy.
Lovely stuff, man.
Crazy. Appreciate that,
That's fantastic. Well, money's in your account.
Thank you.
Account's reset.
Yeah.
Boom, bang, on to the next.
Yeah.
And we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. No, in all seriousness, I appreciate you coming down, taking time out of your day. It's nice. It's nice to meet the guys who are actually making money with us and working with us. So thank you.
No problem, man.
Happy days.